reservation that are given to the OBCs. The fact is that the Rajbhars can make a difference. So Eastern UP, if it is a tighter contest, it's because Akhilesh has stitched together some intelligent strategic alliances with the smaller parties. How much gain they'll have? Sharad, is that one of the reasons why you thought it's tighter?
Absolutely. And one didn't think that, you could dismiss all those some leaders of small regional parties, caste-based parties, which BJP tried to do. BJP, when those very leaders switched from BSP to BJP, there was much much excitement in the BJP. But when the same leaders switched from BJP to SP, BJP tried to dismiss it as something absolutely innocuous. But I'm sure that would make a difference. And considering that Yogi Adityanath always projected himself very overtly as a pro-Thakur upper caste leader.
Look at how India plays out. Even in a small state like Goa, 20 seats of North Goa, BJP leads in 12, Congress in 5. But the moment you go to South Goa, where there's a larger Catholic population, Congress leads in 14, BJP in 4. Just look at how India's map is. It's not even within a state that there is any consistency. There are sharper and sharper regional divergences as you are going from West UP to East, as you are going from North Goa to South Goa, as you are going from Kumaon to Gadwal, as you are going from Malwa to Majha to Doaba. This is the magic of India. Every region, in a way, has a story to tell. Yes,
in Goa, we have leads on all the 40 seats.
Yes.
And 20 has the Congress and 4 has the TMC and its allies. So between them, they are leading in around 24 of the 40 seats, and the BJP is at 16.
It's fascinating, therefore, as I said, to look at these Indian elections in that context. I still believe, though, that the story that is emerging at the moment is the story of Uttar Pradesh, where at the moment the BJP has made its gain or has held its own in Western UP. Because if it holds its own in Western UP, it's difficult to see how the BJP cannot cross 200. That gives them that kind of momentum that they will need as they go into Awadh and other parts. Punjab is turning out to be quite a story. Uttarakhand is turning out to be a real story. It's going to be 16. Tight there. 13 is playing 10, Rahul. So you could have a division, and the Gadwal Kumaon division, in my view, will decide. If you look at region-wise, in Gadwal at the moment, Rahul, it is INC leading in 13, BJP in 9. Now that is a real turnaround compared to what happened 5 years ago. And it's tight 4-3 in Kumaon. So we thought Kumaon will go BJP way, Congress way, it's going BJP. Gadwal the other way around. But Uttarakhand could be the dramatic twist of 2022 as of 8:50. But it can all change.
Just very early. This is like a lot of people talking about the toss and saying what will happen in the match. Let the match actually start. Then you'll have a much better sense of what to make of it.
Absolutely.
The lesser punditry you do, the lesser extreme predictions we make at this moment is better, because the match is just starting. Everybody's just warming up. And when the warm-up is on, you don't want to say, oh, this guy's looking really sharp, that guy's looking very weak. Because the match, as I said, is yet to actually begin when it comes to real numbers, because the number of votes that have been counted are so few that you can't really draw any trends just at this moment. What we'll do is we'll show you in Uttar Pradesh where these leads are coming from. At this moment, Akhilesh Yadav will think, hey, it's not so bad, these exit poll guys, they were just demoralizing me for no reason. We're still in this fight. As far as Uttar Pradesh is concerned, at this moment, and we'll call up a power map of Uttar Pradesh on your screen, 86 leads for the BJP. The BJP is down 28 seats from the last time. You've got Akhilesh Yadav's SP at 65. That's 38 seats up from last time. You've got the BSP at 2, down 5 seats. And if the BSP continues to decline in terms of vote share and seat share, this election could virtually signal the ultimate demise of the BSP. I don't see how, from a defeat of the nature that the BSP is suffering, can the BSP bounce back. There could be Dalit assertion, but will it happen with the leadership of Mayawati in a party called the BSP? That really, Sharad Pradhan, is up for a big question today.
Absolutely. Because, the only way I can, let me tell you, Mayawati is going to gain is in terms of her finances. Because BSP is one party which is known to be putting up her tickets.
But finances are also just temporary, because you never know when the ED or CBI comes at you. So it's not as if the finances, unlike earlier when the finances were parked with you for good and the enrichment was forever and her nephews and others would benefit. Here it's only till the time the ED comes for you. So I don't know what benefit that money is which has been mobilized during this campaign.
Yeah, because this is the last election probably where the the market value of the tickets must have remained still up.
Interesting, because this is the charge, of course, that is made against the BSP. Preeti, you're looking again closely at Punjab. The fact is that the Aam Aadmi Party performance in Majha is a real story. I mean, this is the Panthik heartland. So actually, it's not the Aam Aadmi Party, which was seen as a party of Malwa in 2017, seems to have spread its wings. Did it make a conscious effort that this time we will not put all our eggs in the Malwa basket?
Well, you're right there, and Rajdeep, and if you've seen the kind of language that they've been using, every time Raghav Chadha will, come in for an interview, and when Arvind Kejriwal spoke to us, the first thing he said is, you will see the surprise will come from Majha. So they were very keen because they knew they could make inroads, especially after the farm protest where the Majha region is concerned. Doaba, they just wanted to manage. They wanted to make enough inroads in Majha so they can balance the losses in Doaba. They were not expected to make gains in Doaba. And, they tell you that. When you see their strategy, you'd see it, that Doaba is a place where they were not expecting to make too many ins in, but they wanted to balance the gains of Majha from Doaba and sweep Malwa.
So while we are looking at if these numbers hold, Rahul, and as you rightly said, too early to predict, but if they hold, while we are sort of putting a question mark on the future of the BSP, we'll also have to put a question mark on the future of the Akalis. I mean, this was the dominating party. I'm going to wait and see what happens to the grand old man, Prakash Singh Badal also.
Lambi is a seat to watch out for. And it's, as per our exit polls, there's a tough fight in Lambi.
Seats in states where the battle is between the Congress and another party, like the BJP Akali earlier, and if the Congress loses, the party whose future will be in question in that state is the Congress. Could it then later become an AAP versus, say, a Akali BJP kind of formation rather than a Congress formation? So Akalis, of course, their future is at stake. But it's really the Congress which needs to worry, because wherever they lose in circumstances like these, they find it very difficult to come back. Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, go state by state.
With one difference, that here they seem to be holding a fairly substantial vote percentage even now. I'm only looking at the numbers now. As of now, AAP is leading in 27, Congress in 20, Akalis in only 7.
And Akali is a regional party which will be finished after this.
That's right. As Preeti, Akali is a party of Punjab. They cannot afford to consistently lose elections. They will also have suffered their 4th consecutive defeat in Punjab. They would have lost 2017, 2014 before that, 2019, and this would be their 4th defeat.
The BJP just hit 100 in UP. 102 now for the BJP, down 28 leads from the last election. But the BJP, for what it's worth, in these initial leads, has just crossed the 3-digit mark. 102 leads for the BJP, up against 67 leads for the SP. The SP up 38 seats.